Hey, what's up traders? Welcome back to Forex Team for a weekly Forex analysis. This is the 4th to 8th of May, and in this video I'm going to be analyzing two currencies, which are the British pounds against US dollar followed by Aussie against US dollar. This is a swing trading potential opportunities for the following week. I have already uploaded another video which is for the two different currencies. You can check it out if you go to my channel and find the recent video. So without further ado, I'm going to jump into the trading view and we're going to start analyzing the currencies. So we're going to start with the British pounds against USD. So I got this get rid of this one. So I got this monthly time frame in here. So I'm going to start analyzing. Normally if you're new to this channel, I do a top-down approach starting from the higher time frames and drilling down to the shorter time frames where we're gonna have a clearer view, and if there is any potential entries, targets, or these stop losses, I'm going to be discussing in this video, or what I'm expecting for the price to do in order for me to take the trade. So we're starting with this monthly time frame, and we can see that the price is in the downward trend. The exception are that when the price came down here, we had this big retracement towards upside, and then price came down for another test of this low in here. You can see up here. So it came down and I had another retracement. The price went up, took out this high, and then it returned back and made a fresh new low. This move was due to a coronavirus outbreak. So that's when it all started. So the price made the fresh new low, but it regained most of what it lost. However, we have left this wick in here, and if we drill down to the weekly time frame, we're gonna have a clearer view, especially when we go to the daily time frame. So now this is a weekly time frame chart, and we see that these two bearish candles in here, these two bearish candles, and followed by this strong move towards upside, this bullish candle in here. So it had recovered more than half of its loss, but we still have this fresh new low in here. And then when the price stabilized, it started to kind of chop around, went up and down in here. So it's currently up to this range bound in here. We have also this strong resistance up here, which price, if we look at closely, let's go a bit closer, we can see that the price, this is strong resistance because we have a lot of price action going on in there, and the price already tested once for a few weeks back, and for this week price returned and did another test, another attempt to break this this resistance zone. However, it has failed in that attempt. So let's go to the shorter time frames. Let's go to the daily time frame, and we're gonna have a bit of a clearer picture of what we see in here. So on the daily time frame, the price came up and tested this high. It failed to take out the that spike. Yeah, it has failed to take out this spike high here, and it has immediate reaction towards downside. So far it's more or less, we are not really sure if the price want to break this high and continue higher, or price gonna just come down and maybe test either these lows, or maybe continue to break and potentially go to down to these lows. Of course, it's too early to say that, but we need to have a bigger picture in mind, because this is a swing trading and it can take a long time, and over the time it can get down to this level. However, we do not know this, and we need to see what is going to do the price, how the price is going to behave for the next week. So what I'm waiting for is when the next week session is open, I would see if the price is going to return and potentially break this zone. If it does that, then I will be targeting up high somewhere around 130. Okay, we're going to return to this the target zone later, but first thing what we're going to look for before we're going to take the trade, I want to see the price breaking this zone in here, which is roughly at 126.40 zone, around 126.40 zone, and once the price has broken that area, then I can take the trade towards the long side on the retracement. So first we want to see a break of this zone 126.40 and also a decent close. I also want to see a nice strong close towards upside. I don't want to see any sort of weak, let's say, or inverted hammer, because that will not demonstrate much of a strength towards upside. So I want to see a clean candle, clean bullish candle. And if the price does that, let's say if the price made its way up to, call it 12700, just this is an estimate, of course, then I can look for the retracement up down to 126.20 zone. It doesn't have to be 12700, it could be also 126.80 is decent as well, as long as the candle is gonna close nicely. What I mean by nicely, I mean something like this candle. This is a nice bullish candle, so if something like this candle occurs in here and closes that way, then that means it's a nice candle. It demonstrates a strength, and that means the buyer is going to be in charge, and then we want to see a retracement after it, ideally around this level down here at 126.20, where we're going to take our first entry. And as of the stop losses goes, let's have a look. If we get on to at 26.20, if it does all the moves which I mentioned it earlier, then we can use around, we need about 100 pips stop loss on this one. A reason why this is a bit kind of problematic in a way, because I do see a first potential resistance up there, but if we use about 100 or 120 pips stop loss, it's not gonna satisfy the risk reward requirement, so we have to use the further target. So in this case we're gonna use the further target because it's not gonna satisfy the requirement of the risk reward. So if we get on to 26.20, we're gonna use around 120 pips stop loss on this one, and our target's gonna be up pretty high. And let's go to the weekly time frame, see what am I talking about. So as of the first target would be at this level, 127.30 zone, which is around 110 pips gain. So we can't take this trade if we're gonna have 120 pip stop loss, because the risk reward is gonna be just about 1-to-1, and we don't want to have the trade like the risk reward like this one. So we're gonna use the further target, which in this case gonna be, let's have a look at this this case scenario. So I can't really say. We can target on a daily time frame. I think that looks better on a daily time frame. So let's go to the daily time frame. I think it was a 29 something. Let's see. One up here, 27. So that's not good. So we're gonna target this area up here as loads of cluster of open and closes, about 129.70 zone. 129.70 is gonna be our primary target. If you want to take a profit a bit before, you can, but then again you are compromising the risk reward, which I do not like, and I'd never compromise the risk reward, because over the long run that is what makes money. And the next currency, we got Australian dollar against US dollar. Starting with the monthly time frame first, we can see that we also have this nice trend line on a monthly time frame, as well as the trend is nicely down over the last, I don't know, good 5 years or more, the price been going down steadily, and in this case it's no different. The price made this nice spike low down here and then immediately retraced back up and regain the most of the what is has lost in here. So we need to drill down to the shorter time frames in here to have a clearer and clearer view. The price is heading towards upside as of the weekly time frame goes. I think the way it looks like that it's just having a bigger retracement, and maybe it's even heading to this trend line. So the only thing I do not like when it comes to this pair is this is a weekly time frame, and for this week we put this inverted hammer candle, and last 2 weeks as well we had the hammer and a spinning top. Even though we have these nice bullish candles up, these two candles up here, we had for the last 2 weeks and also this week these indecision candles on this area. So it's kind of bit makes me to question if I want to take the trade towards a long side. So let's go to the daily time frame and see what we have it in here. So the price does look that it's going steadily up on as of the daily time frames goes. And we also have this daily trend line in here, which is prices respecting pretty well, and maybe it's gonna broken for the when this next session is open. Depending how this session is gonna open, if the candle opens somewhere up here, then it's not gonna be broken yet. However, if it's gonna be down here, then it's gonna class is as broken. So we're gonna analyze at this point. So I still look for the long, but I do want to wait and see how the price gonna behave. If the price is gonna continue to fall, and especially if the price comes down and breaks this zone down here, then definitely I will be switching towards a short side, which price can most likely can do. So price is currently sitting at 64.15 zone, and this one is about 150 pips away, so it's not that far away when we look for the swing trades. So first thing is I do want to wait and see how the price is going to behave, and if it's going to push higher. I do like this this daily trend line. The price is respecting it pretty much, but because we have this for the Friday daily candle, it's came down pretty suddenly. I want to wait and see how it's gonna go by for the following week. So this is on a standby, and I will be discussing more day trading or semi-swing trading opportunities for the next week. I'm pretty sure it's going to be setting up nicely for the following week. So if you want to hear more about it, just pop in on the live daily forex analysis, which I do every Monday to Friday 8 a.m. UK time. You can also ask questions, as well as if you want me to have and analyze any other currency. Thank you guys for watching. This was a weekly forex analysis from 4th to 8th of May on the British pound against US dollar, followed by Australian dollar against US dollar. As I mentioned earlier, I did uploaded another video about weekly forex analysis, but to different currencies. If you are new to this channel, make sure you hit that subscribe. I'm making the daily videos, so I upload videos every single day about trading, anything related to trading. So I do live daily forex analysis Monday to Friday 8 a.m. UK time, as well as weekly forex analysis such as this one and a bunch of other videos related to trading psychology and all that. Also, if you like this video, make sure to hit that like. It really helps me and supports my channel, so make sure to hit that like if you find this video helpful. So I will see you guys in my next videos.